wasteland, ordering ashes to remember your will. Schorched Throne, whisper my name, your fire, carve the oath I became, forever enthroned where the dead still reign, a king made of smoke, a realm forged in red dust cuts through the howl of the wind, faces blur in the storm's hungry breath. Names unravel, swallowed by the haze, memories crushed beneath the grinding sand. I reach through the roar, but the past slips free. Voices dissolve in the storm that owns me. Sandstorm Requiem, bury the fallen, carry their stories where no light returns. Sandstorm Requiem, devour the calling, turn every heartbeat into drifting footprints fade in the blink of the storm, armor scrapes like bones against the gale. Echoes of life torn apart mid-cry, the dunes remember more than we ever will. I hold to the scraps of the ones I knew, but the wind strips all, leaving only truth. Sandstorm Requiem, bury the fallen, carry their stories where no light returns. Sandstorm Requiem, devour the calling, turn every heartbeat into drifting dirt. No grave stands firm in this shifting tomb. No banner flies against a sky erased. Only the storm sings its fatal hymn, writing our names in a trembling hand. under burning skies. Golden idols melt as the daylight dies. They swore the sun would obey their word, but the fire rose higher than their hollow world. Hear the choir fall and flame. Ash crowned spirits crying your name. Sunburned gods turn to dust and bone. Your reign undone by the fire you own. Broken light falls from hollow thrones. Sunburned gods, now we stand The desert sings our forgotten lies. Every dune a tomb for a god that tried to scorch the truth from the mortal tongue. But the echoes burn hotter than the dying sun. Let the embers rise like a final plea. Blinded kings brought to their knees. Sunburned gods turn to dust and bone. Your reign undone by the fire you own. Broken light falls from hollow thrones. Sunburned gods, now we stand no salvation in the light you stole. No eternity carved in gold. Your empire burns in the winds you fed. A kingdom of flame for the silent dead. Sunburned gods turn to dust and bone. Your reign undone by the fire you own. Broken light falls from hollow thrones. Sunburned gods, we rise The daylight bleeds in crimson sheets. The sand ignites beneath our feet. Calling a fate, no turning, no rest, no shield to light. Red sky rising, screaming for the blood we owe. Red sky burning, feeding on the fear below. And we march into the fire's cry to sate the hunger of the red sky. Ash on our tongues, flame in our lungs. The end becomes the war we chose. Red sky rising, claiming every soul that fights. Red sky burning, blinding us in burning light. And we march into the fire's cry, forever bound to the red sky. Salt on our skin, the weight of the years. Footsteps carved in a trail of fears. The dunes have shifted, the rivers died. We walk the ghost of the world we tried. Every mile takes a name from our past. Every breath tastes of loss we amass. March of the Saltborn, like it did before.